There are countless Backrooms levels in the lore. There is literally an infinite number of them, and I've gone over like 600 different ones on this channel. But there is one level that seems to have slipped everybody's mind. Maybe you all have dementia, or maybe I'm too deep into the lore to the point where I can't remember anything. But this forgotten level takes place kind of before level 0, and I genuinely never see anybody talking about it in the fandom. The level I'm referring to is called the Manila room. This is a strange section of level 0 that just doesn't look quite right. And today I'm going to be explaining all of its lore, all we know about it, why it exists, why it looks different from level 0, why it's in level 0, and yada yada yada. If that sounds even slightly cool, please leave a like for more videos similar to this. Without more talking, let's get into the video, shall we? The Manila room is a class 0 difficulty rating because it is safe with no hostile entities. Now, the room itself is more of a sub-layer or a sub-room rather than an entire level, but nevertheless, no one ever mentions this place at all. I literally barely hear it being talked about. There's very few images of it, literally just a couple, and that's pretty much it. The Manila room is located inside the deeper expanses of level 0, but the thing that sets it apart from level 0 is its design. The room is square with thicker than normal walls, and it's tucked away just outside of view. Now obviously you've seen level 0 before. Most of its walls are thin and they have that yellow wallpaper and all that stuff. But this Manila room has a beige brownish color to it with a strange wallpaper design that's different from level 0. The room itself is large, and the only thing located inside of it is a table and a chair, and a few things on the table that I'll talk about later. You'll want to hear that. There are 1 to 4 entrances to this room at a given time, and it all depends on where you come from. Again, those entrances are important, and I'll discuss that in a second. Hold your horses. The Manila room is most commonly known for and used as a meeting point for wanderers who find themselves in the backrooms, as well as a helpful pit stop to educate new people that have fallen into this hellscape. Now, as you know, you can't really run into other people while you're in level 0. Now, that's for a few reasons, but it's mainly because of how big it is, and because of that effect that the non-Euclidean geometry gives. You just can't see anybody. But this Manila room is the only place in level 0 where you could actually run into somebody else. Now, if you make your way into this room, you can walk into an opening that you see, and then you can stand there, and you can look at another opening, and someone could just walk through it and apparate right in front of you. And then you both could walk out the door into level 0, and you couldn't see each other. So literally you can only see each other inside of the confines of the room. Now, on that same note, it is said that you should never enter the Manila room from the same door as you did last time. So if you enter the Manila room twice, never walk in the same door twice. Don't ask me why that's the case, I just know it is. Now, the room, like I said, really has nothing in common with level 0 except for the lighting, because this area still has that classic level 0 hum buzz where the lights buzz constantly, and that is literally the only thing that connects it to level 0. The light here also changes constantly. Sometimes it's bright, sometimes it's dull, and sometimes it's literally just completely dark and it just goes pitch black for an unknown amount of time. Much like level 0, no entities have been seen or sighted inside of the Manila room. However, sometimes knocking and banging noises have been reported to echo from behind the walls. This is strange because the walls are very thick and they cannot be seen from the level 0 part of it, so somewhere between level 0 and the inside wall of the Manila room, something is knocking on that wall. We don't know what, but you can theorize in the comments if you want to. It's also said that the noises are much louder when the lights go off. Now, the Manila room is also probably one of the first sub-layers that you're gonna find in the backrooms. Most different levels have sub-layers and sub-levels, but this is the most easily accessible one. But speaking of that, what's even the point of the Manila room existing? I'm sure you've been asking that question, but it's actually got a pretty unique answer. The Manila room stores documents and papers to help new wanderers survive the backrooms. The group known as MEG, or the Major Exploration Group, has put these documents here on the Manila room's table to kind kind of educate new people that are falling into the backrooms on a few things. Essentially, these papers are like a hiker's map or an idiot's guide to surviving level 0. Although these papers are not that helpful because all you need to survive the backrooms is the Brugli channel. But I have one of these 7 documents that you could find on that table, and this document says how to survive levels 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, level fun, and the end level, which I guess is pretty helpful in the grand scheme of things because those levels are kind of difficult, specifically level fun and the end, but they are assuming that you even make it that far. You might not. So yeah, the Manila room literally just helps people kind of survive the first few levels of the backrooms. It's sort of an example of the people that have gotten stuck here coming together to make sure others don't have terrible fates. So now that you know what's in the Manila room, what the Manila room looks like, and all that stuff, I guess I can tell you how to find the Manila room. This is actually the hard part though, because it's unlike any other sub-level or sub-layer. The room itself has no fixed location in the backrooms. You see, most levels kind of have their location fixed. You can get there from specific certain ways. This sub-level, the sub-room, is not like that. The room itself kind of just generates anywhere in level 0, and you have to stumble upon it. Some people say that the room only appears to those who need it, and when they're near it, those people's senses will begin to get numb and their hearing and vision will begin to blur, and that's how you find it. That's how you know you're close. But essentially, since it only appears to those who need it, to find it, you're really gonna have to get lost in the backrooms. You're gonna have to get completely stranded in level 0 and start to lose your sanity, and then it might appear to you. But all that's to say, you kind of just have to get lucky. If you find this Manila room, you also have an exit right at your fingertips, since those papers on the table will tell you how to escape. You can no-clip through the table or the chair that's in the room, and you can go to level 1 after that. And all you have to do to enter the Manila room, of course, is to wander through the yellow hellscape of level 0 until it appears to you. The Manila room is one of those levels that most people truly never remember and they always forget about. It's one of the spaces in the backrooms that slips into the cracks of our minds. However, it is a very OG part of the lore, no matter how few people talk about it. It's more than a physical room though to me, and it kind of represents hope for the lost people in the backrooms. You know, all these wanderers fell out of reality. They're alone. They're terrified. And the Manila room represents this oasis, a helping hand, a dream, which leads some people that have never experienced the Manila room to think that the room itself is not real. Maybe it appears to people who are so lost and so deep in level 0 as a way to ease their minds. It's kind of what their brain conjured up. This safe haven, this area where they won't die. Just like people who are lost in deserts might see an oasis, even though it's not there. Is the Manila room this story that people teach over and over again to make themselves feel better? We really don't know. But personally, I like to think that the Manila room is real, and it's this room that people use to help each other, because that's just kind of wholesome. Leave a like if you think it's real, and comment if you think it's fake. But yeah, that was the Manila room. Thank you for watching the entire video. Let me know what other hidden, forgotten levels I should go over. I love the OG liminal space ones. This one's been in the lore for a long time. I think I've only mentioned it once, literally a few years ago, but maybe you all forgot about it. I know I did until I literally was just on the wiki the other day and I was like, holy crap, I have not seen this level in forever. But thank you for all you do. Love and appreciate you all. Check out the links below. Leave a like if you enjoyed. And with all that said, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.